My name is Pete, Vice President of Sales, and my right that you can see is Kaylee. But anyone looks to the Infineon Dragon, Dragon Egg. Say hi to everyone on the camera.
Yeah. Hello.
Right, so let's explain that this building right here is the gem building, where it does have a guide. It does need updating, but the fundamentals are the same. So there's Gunslinger, Ally, and Emblem. We use a different ally now. I'm gonna switch.
It's the water.
Yeah.
It's the water dragon.
Yeah. This one, what I've got here, this water dragon ally. This the one to use, not the chronomancer, like the old build. And chronomancer, you don't use that anymore. I will show you what you use. Use arcane and
Needs updating.
evil eye. That's the stuff that you'll be using for that. Your flask
Is the minion multiplication?
which if I can go to here, the vial of minion station, right here, you're going to be using this, okay? But it's also important to have on your gear, go through that as well. You have attack speed, magic damage, critical damage, as much as possible. Everything has to be crystal 3. Your ring has to be stellar 5.
Magic damage, energy regen?
Yeah. I do have one of those, I just haven't had magic find on at the moment. But I do have an energy regen. Kaylee. No, I legit didn't know you needed energy, but makes sense. Anyway, so subclass is obviously Lunar Lancer. That.
Yeah.
Right, so this explains about DPS gem guides. So, magic damage, critical hit, nothing else, as so correctly stated station placard above me. We're just starting the video right now, actually. So, the empowered gem is what we've
We're
got.
just going through the gem guide.
Above me. Let's have its charge, overcharge class gem, its stinging curse. And the third one kinda does and doesn't matter at the same time. I've gone for explosive epilogue personally because you just blow things up in close proximity. And you don't need to stand so far away, so volatile doesn't really have that much of an effect to it justice, so that's why I've stuck with epilogue. Okay. Instead, gems like that matter so much, but experience is a good choice.
The cosmic gem has to be the percent.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, you want Berserker and you want 0 light, 0 procs into any light on the cosmic gems.
We were going.
For that's right.
We were going to procs in a minute when I go to the gem table. So building a gems.
Fair enough.
6399, and then you have 3 dots on critical damage, powered, and basically balance out your lessers. Should be 3-3, I believe.
4 and 2.
When you level your gems, get a random stat boost, 5, 10, 15. Important. So, go to the gem table, right here. Let's show you what I mean about gem boost. Right now, for example.
Also, obviously you've got the fact that if you have a gem that started with 2 stats open instead of 3, you won't get 3 boosts on it. You'll only ever get 2. So gems like that you just need to discard and start over with a gem that has 3 stats open when you get it.
Okay. Now, what I've got here, as you can see, magic damage. You see these little pentagon things above the number, top left? Yeah, that's what we call your procs. As you can see, I got 1 proc on magic damage and 2 on critical damage. Notice how I don't have any on critical hit whatsoever. I don't want any on critical hit. And it looks like I need to swap one of my boosts from Cosmic. I mean, critical damage. It looks like I need to swap 1 crit off to a magic one. So, I'm not in the speedrunning scene yet, but I'm an upcoming. I'm just telling you guys about box and stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed that little video on how to get a speedrunning Gunslinger.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a little bit more to it.
You're not allowed to use any auras on your class because it causes lag.
Yeah.
You have to do a slash draw distance 32 to cause less lag. And you also have to have all chats turned off during the speed.
You want as little stuff on your screen as possible.
Yeah, just to reduce the lag.
Yeah.
And obviously another thing is attack speed is very important. Critical damage is very important on your equipment.
What should attack speed be, ideally? What should you...
260.
260 is what is the cap at the
Yeah,
moment.
which I have. 60.
So, yeah. But that's just something to work towards. And obviously, the basics when it comes to your gems is you want magic damage, crit hit, and crit damage on all your gems. But like Pete said, when you're looking at the procs, you want no procs whatsoever in critical hit, because you will get over 100% critical hit as you level those gems up and as you augment those gems. So you don't have to worry if you think, I'm not at 100% crit hit yet, because you want to be hitting that cap right at the very end of your build. There's no point hitting it earlier, because anything over 100% crit hit is completely wasted damage, because that can be put into magic damage and critical damage. So, yeah.
See, my Gunslinger stats at the minute is 371k magic damage and 2,284 critical
I'm not that far behind you on the crit damage.
PG.
But I think once I swap up,
What you hitting at
let's read out my stats. I have 320k magic. That's where it's all gone. I need to roll one gem. According to my infinite tome of knowledge, and thanks to Brayer's diagnosis. Let's see if I can
You need to roll one off quick damage onto magic
Yeah.
damage.
And it's gonna actually be on my cosmic. That's where I decided. That's my lesser. And for my empowered, I need to do crit off to get onto 2 magic. That's where I am at the moment.
Yeah, and just to be sure to anyone listening to this or watching this, when we talk about builds, we talk about the numbers, which is 6399 and then 0342. The 6399 is for your basic gems, and the 0342 is for your cosmic gems. So the 6-3 part is for your empowered gems. So on your empowered gems, you want to look at your empowered gems on your gem forge bench and go through all three and count how many procs you have in magic damage. You want to have 6 into magic damage and 3 of those little procs into critical damage in total across all 3 gems. And then you want to look at all your normal lessers, and you want 9 and 9. So you go through your blues, yellows, and your reds, and you count up how many procs you have in magic damage and how many procs you have in critical. And you want a balance of 9 and 9. And then when you go to cosmics, you then want the 0-3. So you want no on your cosmic gem, you want nothing in light, you want nothing in magic damage, you want all 3 procs into critical damage. And then when you do, and then when you do your lessers, you want between the 2 gems, you want 4 into magic damage, nothing into light, and 2 into critical damage. And that will give you a really good, well-balanced speedrun build. It's not the best speedrun build. To get the best one, you'll be farting around forever. But it gives you the quickest, easiest speedrun build that when they finally release the Cosmic Primordial Dragon, your build will then be elevated to almost the best build in the game. It's perfectly good for speedrunning now, it's really good for speedrunning now, but when you get the Cosmic Dragon, it then becomes the second best build you can get, which is great.
I've done a video on how much I'm hitting, and it proves I'm hitting 1.27. But on my lessers, I've done 3 and 3 on the lesser Cosmic.
So for me,
because
3 on magic and 3 on crit down.
Because when we talk about these builds and the procs and where they are, the difference between, say, on your cosmic lessers, between like having 4-2 or 3-3, is literally a couple of hundred extra damage, if that, maybe 1,000 at tops. So
mine's fine as they are. I don't need to swap it.
It's not hugely different. That's what I mean. It doesn't really make that much of a difference if you're a little bit off. If you're a lot off, then it does. But if you're like, instead of have 4-2, you have a 3-3 on your cosmics, you're still going to hit that 1.27 million, but it's just the numbers afterwards are going to be slightly up or down. The most important thing is that you're hitting 1.27 million at the moment.
Right. No, I am, because I have a video to prove that I'm hitting 1.27.
so for me, what I...
And
We're really bad at this.
sorry, I was just going to say, I know, I was just going to try and say as well to people listening, when we talk about what you're hitting, 1.27 million, to judge that, you need to go into the best place to do this. You go into Ultra Pinata with 2 other gunslingers, turn off your Lunar Lancer subclass, and just go at it with 2 other gunslingers and see what your damage is. And if you're hitting to 1.27 million, you know you're there. Because that's just how they base the damage on Xbox. When you know, if you go over to PC, they have all these stupid coefficiencies. We don't need to be that anally retentive about it, because there's no point. As long as you hit 1.27 million and you know what you're doing, you should be fine for speedrun builds. Obviously, things change as the game progresses slightly. And I don't know if Pete's touched on emblems and
Yes, I have.
yet. That you also
Yeah,
need.
we've done that.
Oh, brilliant! So I must have missed that part.
Some runners are running with 1.13, 1.2 and 1.25.
That's because it gets to the point where they're clutching scores at that point. After runners.
Yeah, because Because the thing is also
Call
when
that McLaren's.
when a gunslinger hits using its ult, it does 2 hits at once. You do your primary hit and you do your AoE damage hit. The 1.27 is your primary damage hit. So when you hit, you'll see 2 numbers jump up on the screen, and you want to be looking for the higher one of the 2. So, because sometimes people don't think they're hitting their 1.27 yet, because they accidentally look at the lower of the 2 numbers. And also, when you're doing these damage tests, you don't want any Dracolites in there with you, or anything else that can give you a damage buff, because it's just going to throw your numbers out, and then when you get to do the speed run, you're actually going to be doing less damage than you think, and that could throw the whole run for everybody else. So always just go in, just yourself, 2 other gunslingers, nothing else, into Ultra Pinata, and just go at it and see what you do. And turn off your lunacy.
Use the night subclass.
Yeah, use a night subclass, basically.
Okay, and so as what I'm looking at on my gunslinger, I can just roll it off, like say one of my lesser cosmic, because it's got a 3 on it. I can roll that onto a magic, and that would sort my lesser problem out, and sort stronger
Immediately.
So that's that. I'm gonna actually have to write this down. I think it's cosmic only, because then my empowered, I got 2 crits off, 2 magic on, and then that sorts my build out.
Yeah, like I said, the 63990342 build is the best build for the long term. There are better builds now, but all that'll happen is when the Primordial Dragon comes out, you'll have to change your build again. So if you use this build, it will work. It will do what you need it to do. I know there's some people out there who might watch this and go, "Oh, but there's this build, that build. You're talking out your ass, bloody bloody blue." Yeah, there are different builds.
So this is like an entry level build that'll help you get into running. Yeah.
Also, your mastery helps a lot.
Sorry,
People
my
prefer you
mic
being
just died
700
then.
plus mastery. Like 700 total plus.
Yeah.
But some run at 550.
Clearly hiding a flag like usual.
Okay, and that should wrap it up.